Hi there, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. I'm here for you. This is your Uranus retrograde reading, and we're going to take a look here at these energies as it moves through this cycle. Really long cycle here. We're talking about relatively 2020 to 2021. The Uranus retrograde period actually began as it moved into the pre-shadow period, April 2020. And here, just a day after I'm filming this on the 16th of August, and yesterday that it went officially retrograde. Then we have the post-shadow period, so it's quite a bit of a cycle, and that will lead up into January 30th, and then it will have the post-shadow until, we'll have retrograde until technically, the technical retrograde period until January 30th, and then we'll have the post-shadow until approximately, one second, let's clear the energy and ground. Okay, until the about the 23rd of April. Let's clear the energy again and ground the heart chakra. Oh my. Okay, let's jump into it. Aries, thank you so much for tuning in. Right before we do begin, your own royal, your card, your Empress here. I'm here in the Ten of Swords. This is a channeled reading, okay, in addition to we're working with the tarot deck. So, channeling in addition to working with the cards. Always take it as you will. And thank you all so much for your dear support here, for connecting in the many ways that you do. Love and light to you all, and thank you for connecting to you here in this space, ultimately, right? And we're here with your messages to see what might, again, come through. And again, it speaks to really, what you sort of make of it. Let's say that you're experiencing something that is experienced on an energy level, on a spiritual level, on an energetic level, on an emotional level, on a psychic level, even let's say something you're experiencing in your environment. So what comes through can really be brought forth in a number of ways, on a number of levels, and so take it as you will. We have the world mirroring the Empress, and in addition, Aries, wow, you got 3 times now. You got the Empress, so let's pull her out. Okay, she's ready. I'm here on that specifically. She's ready, and I don't always read like that, okay, but take it to Temperance here about the Empress. Now, let's jump into it. Leo, I'm here, Leo as well. Aries, okay. I just did a Leo reading, so that might be a focus for you. Interestingly, before I jumped into the Leo reading, I jumped into the Libra extended. So, actually, before I did the Leo reading live, then I was to jump into the extended Leo. Didn't jump into that, jumped into the Libra extended instead. And now I'm here with you, and then I'll probably get into Leo extended after that. So if you do feel guided, feel free to watch the signs that do draw you. There could be some overlap. Okay, but let's jump into the Two of Swords. I was meditating your energy, Aries, and I was getting that there is something that before I turned on the camera, I was meditating and sort of getting that there is something that, no matter what happens, right? You will be okay. I'm hearing in this way, like you'll be fine. That's really, I'm hearing the sentiment possibly that you've been working with, because there is a lot that is really, I'm hearing it's for a number of you, it's not making sense. I'm hearing that Ten of Swords has reached a point that is just like, I don't understand where this is going anymore. I'm hearing that's over the Empress and the Ten of Swords. Like you feel kind of like confused, I'm hearing it's a who am I moment here with the Two of Swords as well and the Ten of Swords as well. And it's like, is it worth even answer? Like, is it fine? Should I find out? I don't know. Let's clear it. The Empress and the Temperance card. For a number of you, this comes down to you making a decision about your broader sort of long-term scape when it comes to what your story is, possibly in a public way, as we see with the Empress and the Temperance card. Now, I'm seeing for a number of you that something maybe was a little bit, it was like kind of on edge. I'm hearing that with the Empress and the Temperance card. Like, so this is in the pre-shadow. I'm hearing that like right as we actually lead into pre-shadow around April 2020. Like something was like kind of on the edge. It's like, well, we can either make it like really, really big, and like we can like really go for this. I'm hearing this with the Temperance and the Empress. Like there's a lot of energy, okay, a lot of amperage that we see here, so called with the Empress and the Temperance. Like a lot of like excitement. I'm hearing ultimately, and then it's like something maybe kind of communicated. I'm hearing otherwise interesting with the Empress and Two of Swords. Let's get another card there on that. What that might be, because something kind of, I don't know, I want to say like we're playing with a dog and like it's all fluffy, and then all of a sudden like someone threw a bone and like there. I'm here, there she goes again. Like there's something that kind of interrupted maybe that sequence at the tower. Okay, so there is a lot here that possibly was not expected. But for a number of you, it was actually kind of freaky. I'm saying like it was a little scary, like a little bit like startling, and it can be in relation to the ego space, like something maybe the environment shifted and you're like, wait, so who am I in this space? I'm hearing that specifically with the Tower mirror and the Hangman and the Mother Swords. This is leading to a spiritual awakening is what I'm hearing with the Hangman as well. And let's clear the energy in the throat chakra and ground. Really important to ground here. Ten of Swords mirror and the Hangman. I'm seeing that you have a number of experiences possibly that very challenging, and you might find that grounding really helps you in those spaces, and you might have some kind of ritual with that. I'm hearing that actually with the Ten of Swords. That will be actually brought forward possibly more so in the months. I'm hearing in May, I'm hearing August, June, I'm hearing July, and even I'm hearing February. Interesting. Okay, so let's clear it and ground. There might be something that you feel you're really kind of also you're becoming clear on actually your branding. Even I'm hearing that with the Lovers and the Strength card. Like, you got to be brave here. I'm hearing it this way, Aries, around this time is what it feels like. Maybe you're like, yeah, I don't really know, like, even how to open the air valve on this thing. It's like trying to drive without a license. It's like, I'm not a pilot sort of feeling. Like, I guess I have to kind of like, you know, I don't know what that's like. Just Ten of Pentacles. I'm seeing like, it could be metaphorical, hopefully, right? Let's clear the energy and ground. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Cups over right now. For a number of you, I'm hearing Cups of the Ice. Six of Cups in reverse. Something just like, I don't know, you're maybe feeling, yeah, something got a little disrupted. I'm hearing it in that way, like maybe in the home and the environment. Judgment here, mirroring the Six of Cups. Now, let's jump into pre-shadow. I'm hearing August, October. The phone cut there. Yeah, for a number of you, I'm hearing you're maybe kind of like, well, for a number of you, well, yeah, you're planning towards something, maybe like strategy. It's strategy work here. And then it kind of got like, I'm hearing a little confusing at a certain point. You're like, wait, so are we going to do that in October? Wait, so then what are we going to do? Like, so wait, are we going to do that in August? Wait, so then what's happening? Sort of feeling. Now, we'll pull cards here to see exactly what this, like, I'm hearing it's kind of like a yes and no, back and forth, to and fro sort of feeling. Full here looking back at the Empress. Eight of Swords upright. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is possibly for a number of you, someone made a move. Maybe they're thinking about moving, actually they're thinking of traveling. I'm hearing that as well, possibly, or making some sort of transition. They want to maybe travel. I'm hearing that again. They want to like transport something. I'm hearing that as well. Strength in the Hierophant comes through in the retro. I'm hearing the retro period, but I'm hearing that it is maybe related to what was discussed actually in these last few months prior. So for a number of you, there's something that in the beginning, it's like kind of like you walk into the classroom, you have no syllabus. I don't know what's going on, guys. I think I'm late. Nine of Cups in reverse. It's like there's this feeling of not being able to really understand what the problem is as well at hand. Like, I can't solve it if I don't know what it is. Let's clear the energy and ground. It's like something kind of elusive almost. Yeah, really important to ground. I'm hearing that again, Aries. Like, for whatever reason. Let's pull all the cards. Wait, 1 second. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles at the base here with the Judgment card. Mirroring the Strength card and the Nine of Cups. For a number of you, this is something that you got to take on, and it's kind of freaky. I'm not gonna lie. You got the Eight of Cups in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. What is it that we actually hold on to? It's like trying to mountain climb, and you don't know where the rocks are at. You're like, but what am I holding on to? Like, I'm hearing that specifically. Now, for a number of you, maybe you're thinking, yeah, Ace of Cups. Okay, also this could be somebody in your environment. Absolutely, I'm hearing Oscar Wilde. They could be a performer. I'm hearing a writer. They work with talent, strength. I'm hearing the Justice card. Somebody maybe offers you something, and you're like, I don't know, like, is it right? Is it too good to be true? I'm hearing that as well. Father Swords, like, there are a number of aspects or avenues to this experience that possibly someone feels they cannot like just freely accept. Maybe that's the sensation. Devil upright, Magician reverse. Like, someone's really questioning, can I trust this space? This exact energy, and you do have the card of Libra here. Justice mirroring the Devil, or at least in this case, I'm associated with that archetype. There's something for another, you're like, can I trust this? I'm hearing in that way. Like, is that a good idea? I'm hearing that as well. Maybe someone's like inviting you to move in with them. You're like, I don't know. Like, is that really the direction I want to go in? I'm hearing that like specifically. And okay, I'm here. It has to do with the brand identity, the brand notion. I'm hearing that. Let's clear it and ground. Nine of Cups reverse, Five Pentacles in reverse. Whew. Okay. Now I'm hearing somebody like makes you an offer. They're like, hey, we're kind of like curious about your profile. You want to like maybe like hop on this one school bus? I'm hearing like someone. It's like the feeling like someone wants to give you a ride somewhere, and you're like, like you're questioning, is it my vibe? I'm hearing that as well. Like, is that ultimately like gonna serve me? I'm hearing that. Like, is it gonna take me where I want to go? I'm hearing that as well. Okay, Mirror, I don't want to be rude though. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, let's get a few cards out here, Aries. Now your ruler as well is retrograde, so we have readings as well for the retrograde cycle of Mars. And if you feel guided, there could be further clues there. Feel free to take it as you do, whatever. Well, read where you feel guided to watch. And you know, feel free to watch readings if you feel guided to. But yeah, for a number of you, it's like, I don't know, you're coming down to this like pivotal point, as it feels like, of making a certain decision. It's just like, what am I gonna do? I'm hearing that as well. Okay, the Fool in reverse, Ace of Pentacles upright. It's like, so for a number of you, someone made you an offer, and it's like kind of exciting, but then it's kind of like nerve-wracking for some reason. Okay, let's get more information on this. Let's clear the energy again and ground. Yeah, but again, whatever readings you feel guided to watch, if you're guided to watch. I'm here to go also where your heart needs you to go. Interesting. I'm seeing a plane taking off right there. And it looks like it's perfectly aligned right here with this window. So usually it kind of goes sideways, but it's like perfectly aligned. So I don't know what that's going to do. I'm here in parallel life for a number of you. Okay, let's pull the cards. All right. I'm hearing Venus, Venus, Venus. So again, there could be a focus on a number of readings actually where it's just further insights may come through. And thank you for your support of these readings as well. For those of you who do purchase the extendeds, Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Let's see here. I'm hearing Libra specifically. Okay, in the pre-shadow, 8 of Wands, Temperance, 10 of Pentacles. You lead into pre-shadow with the 10 of Wands upright, Chariot in reverse, Emperor upright. Then we lead into the retro with the Daughter, Swords in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, Mother of Pentacles reverse, 8 of Pentacles upright. Someone feels like they're biting their tongue with something. Oh boy, they feel kind of uncomfortable. They're like, I want to say it. Like, I don't like not being able to also like come out about this. And like, so maybe for another, this is something you want to directly address. Okay, yeah, High Priestess coming through in the post shadow with the 6 of Wands in reverse and the 8 of Swords upright. Let's get a few more cards leading out of that. 3 of Wands leading you out, 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Mother of Swords, Son of Cups. I'm seeing like maybe for a number of you, there's like someone who makes an offer. There's some kind of proposal possibly for a number of you. It's like something very positive. It's like, for example, you haven't had a place to sleep. I'm hearing that for a number of you possibly, like for a certain period of time that you felt like you could really call your own, your home. And then like now someone's like, hey, you want to do this with me? I'm hearing that specifically now. If you're watching for matters related to love, you might want to watch your Venus sign. Just a side note there. You might really find that insights come through that sign. One second. I'm seeing someone's moving in with someone. They're like, where do I put my stuff? Like, it's kind of like, I'm hearing new age thinking. I don't know what that's alluding to with the 2, take as you will, 2 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. For a number of you, this is something maybe where you're like working, where you're living. I'm hearing farmers of the galaxy. I'm hearing that with the Son of Cups. Interesting. Mother of Swords and the Devil. It's like, but it's with the thinking that there's a huge payoff. I'm hearing actually for a number of you. I don't know what that's about. It's like maybe you join a startup. I'm hearing that as well for a number of you. It's something very like down to the roots, basic sort of feeling. 2 of Cups mirroring the Son of Cups. I'm almost getting the couch surfing kind of feeling as well. There's a little bit with the Son of Cups and the Mother of Swords and the 2 of Cups with the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. The Devil's looking out though, so it's like, you know, I'm doing this with the thinking that this will you know, kind of also make money down the line. Like, I don't know what that's about with the Devil looking in the future, but it's mirroring the Justice card. Now, for a number of you, you're making a long journey a short one. I'm hearing that as well with the 8 of Pentacles upright and the 2 of Swords in reverse and the 7 of Cups reverse. Like someone makes like some sort of decision. 10 of Swords, you're like, I need to talk to them about that. 7 of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Cups leading into the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords. Okay, now give me just a quick second. I'm a performer. I'm hearing that with the Temperance card. I'm hearing, and it's time to go on stage. So for a number of you, I'm seeing that there is something that you're kind of collaborating with in the space of, and it's something very intense actually. You have the 10 of Pentacles upright, which speaks of sort of culmination, right? And then we have the 10 of Wands, which is similar to kind of like a culmination. And then we have the Temperance card that's motioning over to these two. It's kind of like we're in the contract, so like we kind of have to like work with this space. I'm hearing that as well, like in some way. It could be, you know, on a number of levels. For a number of you, this is I'm hearing karmic work with the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. This can also be kind of like ascension. I'm hearing that with the 10 of, absolutely, and it's all related, right? But for a number of you, we'll take as you will, right? But I'm hearing at the wheel. Interesting. It's like really interesting. Someone's like, I'm seeing they like are not expecting to have to take the wheel at something. Actually, I'm hearing that with the Temperance card. Looking at the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, like I don't even have my license. I'm hearing that for this. I'm hearing that. I'm just saying someone like riding a boat here. It's like, but they need to take it on as they feel it. So maybe it's just an experience, a new experience. So for a number of you, it's a last minute thing. And it's just kind of like slapped together is what I'm hearing with the Chariot in reverse, as it might be felt, Temperance upright. But it's kind of like you're guided through that. Sorry about that, Aries. One more note. Okay, the phone was cutting there. Right when I was like, "You're guided through this. Don't worry." Like the phone cut, and the star comes through with the Father Swords reverse. So for a number of you, you're kind of thinking like, this isn't my ideal situation. I'm hearing that's well, the Empress like doesn't really feel like everything that I've dreamt of. But at least right here, this was in the pre-shadow, maybe even a little prior. It's like. But I'm working with it. I'm hearing that as well. The Strength card, like it will. I'm hearing also it will pay off. So this is interesting because maybe this is something that has a number of number of chapters. Now you have the Tower though leading you into the retro right prior to retro in the later half of the post shadow. So for a number of you, there's something maybe even you're practicing now. There's something last minute though. You get just kind of thrown into the space. I'm seeing you're kind of like, it's like you have to stay, you have to crash at your friend's place sort of feeling, and it's like, I don't have all my stuff here, I'm hearing that as well. With the Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, like, I feel kind of like stranded, I'm hearing that as well, Ten of Pentacles. There's something maybe even about your resources actually, like, you feel like you don't have everything you need. I'm hearing, don't worry, you're guided. Star, mirroring the Ten of Pentacles, Temperance as well. There's maybe something about like the environment, like maybe you gotta go work in like some city, I'm hearing from Singapore. The air quality is like not too great there, I'm hearing kind of concerned about that. I'm hearing that, Nine of Pentacles, mirroring the Star, it's like smog, air pollution. I'm hearing that the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. I'm hearing save your breath. I'm hearing that on other things. That's not to be concerned about. I'm hearing ultimately the Hangman here, mirroring the Hanged Man. What? Hangman mirroring the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Wands reverse. So there's something that you're kind of, this process is leading you to something that maybe like you wouldn't have expected. So take it. Aries, again, the phone cut there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, so for a number of you, it's something that, like, again, you weren't really possibly expecting. Like, this experience leading to something more, I'm hearing new and even maybe better. So take it as you will, right? Ten of Pentacles and Nine of Wands. But something you feels like you had to be real patient about this. And you didn't even at times feel like it was really bad. You felt like, am I making the wrong mistake? It's not even about being patient at this point. It's like, where am I going? I'm hearing truly with the Nine of Wands. And the Son of Swords as well, and the Hangman. But for a number of you, there's something that actually is encouraging. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing a scholastic degree. For it's gonna be academic. You're like, yeah, I got this degree, and like now I don't know what it's really for. I'm hearing that as well. Possibly for a number of you, Seven of Wands reverse. Now, then you lead into here. I'm hearing the family nest dynamic with the Mother of Wands. I mean, at least a conversation about it. The Sun here, Tower, the Daughter of Wands. Like, where are we going? Moon upright. I don't really understand. Also, their moods. Like, for a number of you, this is something. You're not used to, and I'm seeing you on a boat even, it's like the boat, like you feel the water and you're understanding it in some way, but you're like, what's the point of this? I'm here as well, like what's the point of the water in relation to the boat? Take it as well. The Moon here. Now let's clear the energy and ground. For a number of you, I'm hearing this is about some callback. I'm hearing with the Seven of Wands. This is like in this space, you're entertaining a number of options here. Maybe there's something about this environment that maybe even invites you to perceive of a number of different options. Like in being in this space, it's like you start to think about like a certain industry, but like different avenues, aspects to it. Interesting. So your Aries, oh my, again. Okay, now what I'm hearing for a number of you as well is primetime television. I was hearing money, the phone cut right there with the Moon. So I don't know, that's only to the Father of Pentacles reverse looking back. There's something that maybe you feel like at the outset, this doesn't make sense. It's confusing, but like, I think that it will lead somewhere. I'm here eventually. Four of Wands reverse, Judgment reverse. Now you lead into, let's clear it and ground. Something is like, I'm seeing with like different papers, you're like, okay, where do they go? What position do they go in? You're like almost wanting to do like puzzle work a little bit. You're maybe looking at like a number of options. I'm here. That is, again, Mother Wands here upright, Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Daughter of Wands. I'm hearing you're magnetizing. I'm hearing your message. Interesting. So for a number of you, I'm seeing you make a decision to really maybe expand your experience in a new way. Like maybe you're applying for certain positions here with the Mother of Wands, Daughter of Wands, Ace of Cups. Like you're starting to make stride actually in a whole new way with the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups as well. For a number of you, this comes down to your assets and your relationship to them. For a number of you, this comes down to your physical body and the way that you present in your work. I'm hearing that as well with the Strength card. Something is possibly being revived, regenerated. I'm hearing there's some kind of revisiting as well to certain concepts here with the Strength card and the Tower. Now, for a number of you, there's something from the past that is kind of actually bringing you to consider something in relation to the future. So this is not completely irrelevant is what I'm hearing. What you feel you may have sort of been really patient with, so-called really grappling with. It's not like this was all that there was and I just needed to live through that space. There is some sort of practice I'm hearing and, some sort of practice medium. Okay, so maybe for a number of you, this is pointing you in direction of maybe what you will eventually be leading out. It's like I'm training for this, like, because I may be actually doing that down the line in like a practical space. So, it's kind of like, why do I have to learn this kind of thing, kind of feeling, but you're like, it's like from a theoretical standpoint, you kind of not really understanding what the point is. Now, for a number of you, like maybe for a number of you, you're not really fully understanding, I'm hearing this again, why you would be given the opportunity to also work in that space with that individual. I'm hearing that with the Strength card and Two of Cups, like, okay, and but that leads to this space of I'm hearing partnership, friendship, and also leadership. Ultimately, like your vision of collaboration. But for a number of you, there's something we just gotta say it. It's like uncomfortable. Like I don't want to call this out as like a prize that I really actually want to win. I'm hearing this with the Mother of Wands. 1 second, you're asking yourself, what's all of this? Really hard work for? Like if we don't really also know where it's gonna go. I'm hearing that with the Mother of Wands. Okay, 1 second, what's that about? Mother of Wands, looking at the Eight of Swords, it's like something is starting to go a little downhill. Daughter of Wands, like, it's like this. The investment seems like it's more than the return sort of feeling. I'm putting in a lot, and I don't really understand, like, is that even a door that we can open? Like, it's kind of weird. Like, you're looking at a house, you're like, is it gonna pay off? I'm hearing that again, like, if I invest in this space. Now, let's clear the energy and ground. I'm hearing give and take, aha. So for a number, there's some kind of maybe dynamic. It's like you feel like it's like some kind of lesson you're learning with the Mother of Wands. You're thinking, is it really the main point? So take it as you will. Now let's pull a few more cards here. I'm going to pull actually for each of the months. And for a number, I don't want to see your reluctance to get involved in something. Eight of Wands just fluttered on the ground. That's the first card in. Something that maybe it's a concept you're revisiting. Ten of Swords in August. September is the Daughter of Wands. October is the Seven of Pentacles upright. Something experience related here in October. 1 second. November is the Emperor. December is the Seven of Cups reverse. This January is Eight of Pentacles upright. Feeling some pressure in the heart chakra. Whoa, and then you have the Mother of Pentacles hitting my chest there. Ace of Wands in reverse with the Four of Pentacles upright. For a number of you, you're getting involved in something here. I'm seeing you even like feeding like farm animals. Very interesting. But for a number of you, I'm seeing this as well. I was getting this as I was meditating under virtue on the camera. Feeling again some pressure on the heart chakra. You feel like you need to take a break from some space. I'm feeling some crazy pressure on the left side of the crown chakra. Maybe if you're having an activation, you have the Ace of Cups leading out. Not everybody, Daughter of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're maybe for now you're moving out. You're moving out, Daughter of Cups. You're moving on, right? The Hermit. You're going on maybe some kind of like retreat. I'm hearing that as well. And we then lead into Post Shadow with a Fool in reverse. Let's talk about that Aries fun, but there again. You were saying this is sort of feeling of like, where are we going with the Fool in reverse? Lovers here upright, looking in the future. Maybe for you feel like you're taking sort of a risk. Like I'm seeing someone leaving like everything behind, kind of feeling like, here we go. Okay, Lovers here. I'm hearing London to London. Ace of Pentacles right over the Hierophant. It's like a last minute decision you make. I'm hearing that ultimately. World in reverse. Hierophant upright. Ace of Pentacles upright. Something that you're like, I think I'm fine. I'm going to be fine. I have the honey. I have the pot. Like, I'm good. I don't know what that's leading to. The Fool in reverse, maybe for a number of you, it's something that you feel like, I'm going to take this risk, so-called, and I with the hope that this will, feed into the investment later down the line. So, it's for a number of you, though, like, maybe something you're actually traveling somewhere. I'm hearing grape juice and wine. I'm hearing don't make it all okay. I mean that as well with the word. Someone's like, I'm gonna eat nothing. I'm hearing that as well. I'm gonna travel, like I'm gonna eat like pencils and like sticks. I don't know what that's going to. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, whatever. Like someone maybe feels like no judgment, but it's like, you know, we're gonna like work on this like slowly. I'm hearing that as well, gradually. Yeah, like so slowly. I mean, look at this, Eight of Pentacles. Like I'm looking at the speed of the spider in the web. Like, you know, it's like I need time to meditate. I'm hearing this well. I'm gonna take some time out here to just kind of like, I'm gonna take time to just really manage my career. I'm hearing those with my assets. Maybe you're like kind of even analyzing something, even like configuring something. Now, okay, for a number of you, I'm hearing, you know, I have a lot of Aries in my chart as well, so I'm definitely feeling these energies. But for a number, you're a little reluctant to like get really involved with like a big picture. I'm hearing big production studio. I don't know what that's going to. It's like you're not really wanting to maybe work maybe even for like a company. It's like I'm seeing you kind of like, I don't want it to get all like big with the investment. I'm hearing the Ace of Cups. I don't know why. That's interesting. Feeling some pressure down the left side of, I'm hearing wily. I mean, while you're here, why don't we show you this and that? I'm seeing you like walking around this place. You're like, I don't really want to get like into another contract. I'm hearing those, wow, the Hierophant, the Strength card, and the Ace of Cups. Like it's something maybe you kind of want to Airbnb your way around, rather than kind of like really settle into. I'm hearing with the sinking in of the jaws of the teeth. Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups and the Father of Cups. Like, I don't know what that's alluding to, but maybe for a number of you, 1 second. It's something you're addressing. I'm hearing it feels like a problem. You're like, look, yeah, no, this is for a number of you. I'm hearing you want time even like apart from a certain space that maybe is very, I'm hearing contestant. The final contestant is like, you want to maybe take time off from that. Like you want to take a break. I'm hearing from that type of also boardroom dynamic. Okay, now here comes the Fool in the post shadow. Let's get into that. It's a very shift. It's a shift. It's a very particular shift, like a very strong jump. I'm hearing that with the Fool in reverse and the Ace of Cups upright. 10 of Cups in reverse. For a number of you, 10 days, 10 long days, 10 long nights. For a number of you, you're on even like a pilgrimage. Very interesting. It's a really long journey. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love light to Aries. We're going to jump into your extended right here, right now. We'll see what comes through as we move out. Aries as well. I'm seeing right before we tune out, there's something you kind of just want to like, you're feeling like, I want to get it. I just want to address it. I'm hearing that as well. Again, we'll get further into that in the extended reading potentially, and it may have to do with some sort of program. I'm hearing that as well, or a message that you are possibly delivering to a large audience. Like I'm seeing this feeling. I'm seeing the Death card right here. Actually, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio. There's something that someone feels like I feel like I need to come down to it and really call it as it is as well. So we'll get into the extended. Link in the back box below if you want to watch that. Again, if you want to watch that reading, the link is below. Love and light to you guys, and again, always takes you one more second here. Let's clear the energy and ground. Yeah, there's something that for a number of you, I'm hearing you've possibly even been calculating. This is since April. I'm hearing that for a number of you. 10 of Pentacles and the Death card. It's something related to finances for a strong number of you. Maybe even investment. You're thinking, I really want to get this off the ground. Okay, love and light to you. 1 second. It's like unbearable. I'm hearing that the Death card and the 10 of Pentacles. 1 second. It's like I can't. I'm hearing I don't dare. Interesting. So for a number of you, this is something maybe you've been saving up for, like building, like kind of like branding even, and there's some kind of feeling of like we got to move in like a really official direction with this. It's got to be like something that we really also we feel that we can really brand. I'm hearing like, what is that alluding to? So for a number of you, it can be and it's related to investment, maybe collaboration, but it's ultimately a commitment is what I'm hearing as well. And it is possibly for a number of you involving it's very, very complex. All right, we'll get into